All right, guys. Welcome. Jesus, I just logged in. The squad's nearly full. Why is this so loud up here now? What is going on? Hold on. I'm going to fix something. Okay. All right, let's go in game. You guys can diagnose this with me. All right. I put the desktop on. You guys can hear the game right now. Then what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to change what my default speaker is, because it shouldn't be the monitor. Yeah, it's coming out of the monitor here. So instead, I think I want it coming out of this. And then you guys don't hear it, and neither do I. But don't worry, it's not that. Is it that? No, it's not that. Is it that? It's not that. Oh, I can't find the fucking thing that is supposed to come out of. Oh, maybe I can actually. Hold on. Now out of that. Oh no, that's input. Oh shit. Okay, well that hasn't broken, so that's fine. I think you want the default input to be there. Output, go to 1 and 2. Damn it, you're saying you're coming out of channel 1 and 2. Come out. Oh, I can't figure it out. Alright, whatever, we'll just go back then. Oh, maybe it's just Guild Wars, because Guild Wars has suddenly stopped making any noise at all for me. What are you coming out of? Alright, we'll just do it this way. So you come out of that now, and you're quieter, and then you pick up that. Not that one. Having two identical monitors with speakers on them, so when you click on the list, you don't know which one it is really annoying. There you go. Alright, so anyway, hello everyone. I was almost going to miss the fucking stream here today because I've been messing with EQ for my videos the past ages. Like last night, basically, I did a big search across my whole channel of any comment anyone's ever made over all 7 years about my microphone. And then I filtered out all the ones that said my microphone was bad and looked at all the specific videos where someone complimented my mic, right? So basically, it's not actually about the microphone at all. It's about the EQ that I put on it and the compression I put on it, right? So it's just how good I was with the software. So I found all the videos where anyone ever said it was good and looked for the ones where it was the most like resounding, right? So there was like a comment chain of people saying, oh yeah, the microphone does sound better. What did you do? And then I picked the one that sounded best to me. And it was a video where I had like a lot of high end and I didn't sound very bassy or like smooth or anything, but you could really hear every breath and every T, and you could hear a lot, I guess. But people seem to like it, so I've decided going into the next decade, I kind of want to just have a microphone that sounds like that. And I've been trying to emulate it. Last night I spent a few hours on it, and I was like, yeah, this is as close as I can get. But I woke up this morning and listened to what I'd done, and I hated it, and I thought it sounded nothing like what I wanted. So now I've just been tinkering again. And now I'm at a point where I just feel like I've volume boosted it and not really made any other tangible change. It's crazy. It really is. So I don't know. I hate doing this shit. I hate it. I really do. I just want to talk about interesting stuff. I don't want to be messing around for ages about like the flavor of my voice. Do you know what I mean? But it's all important, I guess. When will we have Owl's respect? When will that happen? Good morning, everyone. So yeah, we're continuing along. We've got 3 of them done. Go to the next one. So it's such an uninteresting topic. Not a single person in chat has even responded about it. So whatever. But that's what I've been doing. So we'll see. Oh no, as Zezak says, I have all my audio pointed at your microphone, so you have to pick up one thing at any point. Oh well, I guess that's slightly separate, but yeah, cool. No, it's alright. Hello, Jerry is the chosen one. Welcome. Looks like 8 out of 10 people are here. We do have 2 slots today then, it seems. Is Hamato here? I don't think so. I don't have Discord or anything to know for sure. So yeah, anyway, it was raid reset, so we're just cleaning through again. And we're going to be starting new progression today. We're starting on the Earth Djinn. I'll probably tweak my builds. I'm beginning to wonder if I can get away with playing fucking Soothing Mist Ellie the whole time. So far, it's been working quite well. I actually rewatched the Desmina VODs. Yeah, it's probably a lot better of a build than I've been giving it credit for. You actually look at the numbers it does. It's like a fucking almost 7k heal just for dodging on someone. It's pretty nuts. So yeah, I quite like it. It was really good for sustaining the tanks and stuff before. I really think that Desmina run going so clean was entirely about the pushes, though. To me, it feels like that encounter is all about, do you have people who can point blank shot or whatever? And I'm still not actually sure what our second pusher was. We obviously had a druid, but someone else was contributing big time. And I didn't actually like recognize who it was or where that had come from, but hey. So anyway, if people want to know, this is a raid, but this is just like a mini kind of warm-up nonsense, irrelevant section to the raid, really, that you don't have to worry about too much. Oh, we had 2 druids. Did we really? So wait, we had double druid, Tempest Ellie, healing. Oh, I didn't realize. Didn't realize we'd stacked all of that. Alright, we're up to 9. Someone else joins, not sure who. I thought we just played that with 2 healers, really. It's pretty dumb of me, actually, to have not noticed that. No one can relate. Yeah, maybe. I guess so. How does one go about joining these raids? You just log in and type / squad join list and you're in. That's it. Whoever comes, communicationless, raid. That's what they are. I mean, we type to each other, but so far so good. And we're getting through the CMs. So pretty nice. So, people keep asking my progress. What we've done is 3 of them so far. What we have next is this boss, Adina. Once Adina's done, what remains are the 2 bosses at the end of Bastion. And Kadim 2, Kadim 1, and then the final boss, Doom. So that's it. So once we beat this, we'll be 4 out, 4 done, 5 to go. We'll be 4 out of 9. And that'll be the situation. Oh my god, I'm gonna freeze. I'm gonna freeze. Do you know what? This is how juvenile I am. This is how little of an adult I am. Several days ago now, I can't remember how many, when I started putting the heating on, I realized that certain radiators in the house aren't turning on when I put the heating on. Like, they're not spinning up. They're not warming anything up. Now, in my early 20s, I think it's pretty reasonable to just be blasé about shit like that, to do the house and just be like, whatever, I'll sit in the cold for a bit, I guess. But I'm in my late 20s now, and I'm still just like sitting here putting it off. I'm freezing right now. I'm actually freezing. I've had the heating on for like 2 hours, and yet I'm freezing because none of the radiators here have turned on. And I can't be bothered to mess with the stupid like little digital thermostat thing to figure out what the fuck might be happening, or to twiddle with all the knobs, or to figure out what the separate control for the thermostat that's a dial on the wall does when I have a digital one in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. Ridiculous. So I'm just putting it off, and now I'm paying. It's colder than a witch's tit in here right now. You be lazy and get a space heater. Well, I do have a space heater, but it's not anywhere within reach for me. So I could do that. I didn't realize it was going to be cold until right now, which is why I'm making it. And besides, space heaters are just like burning money, let's be real. Money I can't afford to do. Can't afford to spend. I made a big channel update this week, which I'm hoping to give to you guys when February starts. But I was reviewing it with it today, and it's a bit heavy. I don't know, I'm really conflicted with it at the moment, because a part of me just wants to encourage everyone who's watching to just know that, you know, YouTube for me is fun, and I'm here because I really enjoy it. It's not just because it sounds like an easy job or whatever, or because it's great to be your own boss or any of that other shit. It's not because I'm greedy and trying to get loads of money from everyone, you know, everyone possible, like most like internet celebrities and stuff. It's none of that. It's that I genuinely really like what I'm doing. I really like getting enthusiastic about games and just teaching about them. It's really fun. I wanna convince people of that and assure people of that. But on the other hand, like, I've got all this shit going on with Patreon going down and like Guild Wars 2 viewership going down and stuff, and so I made this video just sort of explaining, look, it's a new decade, I want to do this, this, and this, which again, hopefully you guys will see. If I fail in all my aims, you won't see it ever. But anyway, reviewing it just feels so heavy, and I don't know, it's I don't want people to be watching my channel like feeling like there's this doom cloud everywhere. You should just be having fun, you know? So I don't know, but I spent ages on the video, and to get rid of it now would be basically to invalidate like a day or two of stuff I did. But I don't know. I think I just have this thing where I lose confidence in the productions I make over time. You know, enough time passes, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I bet this is a shit video, I don't want to watch it. I guess, yeah. I mean, someone said that, but I also have bills kind of thing in chat. The thing is, it's just, a lot of people can do it while running their own full-time job, doing whatever, you know? Like, you don't have to be like a numpty about it. I think that should be obvious to anyone. And I come from like an earlier time of YouTube, a little bit, where when I was getting into all this stuff, no one was here, like, whining that they weren't earning money. You couldn't even monetize your shit. What are you talking about? You can't earn money. You're here because you love it, right? Fuck you if you're only here because you want to earn money. Like, that's, I kind of have a real sense of that, you know what I mean? That pre-event took forever. Is that for real? Right, what's going on with the mail here? Oh, a guild app. Cool. Some more Spud 2 upgrades. Hi, WP. Would you buy some more upgrades at your next chance? The War Room and one at the workshop. Yeah, I will do, Q's. Very nice. Get more gathering stuff. Probably not today, though, because I assume we're going to be in this wing the whole time. Now, do we care about super speed? Until I know what the mechanics are, I'm not going to run that. And I'm going to go back up to this as a default until I know what the mechanics are. What the hard CCs are and all that kind of stuff. And I'll just stay, once again, at as much wide range as possible. And we'll go from there. Everyone thinks the same about what they make? I guess, maybe. I guess what's kind of tripped me up is I was watching some other stuff today from, you know, not Guild Wars stuff, but just generic YouTube gaming kind of stuff. And it's just people laughing and having fun and enjoying themselves. And then I looked back to this video I'm planning on doing, which is just like this fucking storm cloud. And it's like, why am I giving this to people? No one wants this. Like, you're not that important. Your life doesn't actually matter that much. People aren't watching you as some fucking soap opera, and do you really want to invite that anyway? So it's just this weird thing where it's like, I want to explain what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, because I haven't really given people a good update, a proper, like, candid, like, okay, here's the state of everything, for a few years. And that's because for a few years I haven't really properly assessed it. I've just been half-arsing all this other stuff that you never get to see. So I kind of just wanted to lay all the cards on the table and start the new decade, like, really fresh. So that's why I made the video. And I kind of just want everyone on board, you know. But, yeah, I don't know. It's all so complicated and weird. Does this raid have the final focus you need besides World versus World? It's a good question. I think I still need, like, the Tenebrous focus. Or the Shimmering one of them. One of the guild foci I don't have, I think, still. I still need the Tech focus, the Aurene focus. And then, yeah, the upgraded world versus world focus. The basic world versus world focus I have. The upgraded one I need. And then, yes, I think there is a raiding focus in here. I think. I also think, though, didn't we unlock a focus? Yes. Oh, that was a Warhorn, wasn't it? So, yeah, I think we're close, for sure. Fresh decade. Well, people are always pedantic about that, right? Because the decade doesn't actually start until next year. It's like why we are not in the 22nd century right now, or whatever it is. No, we're not in the 20th century, we're in the 21st. It's because 0 counts as 1, right? The 0th century was the 1st century. And so too was the 0th year. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's like offset by 1 or some shit. New Year, same sub. Keep up the great content. Thanks very much, Azizix. Thank you. Is that okay to join for only an hour? Absolutely. You can do what you want. Yeah, we got Airjin and Desmina yesterday. Yesterday we got a load of progress. It was very good. You missed out on a good one. There's also just that other thing. So Yukon said, judging yourself versus people laughing and smiling and whatnot is an understandable reason to feel down on yourself. I don't really feel down on myself. I feel down on the video, right? Like I've lost confidence in the video. But the thing is, shit, what was I gonna say? Can't remember. I did have a very, oh yeah, no. The thing is, I don't want people to watch that channel update and then watch all the subsequent videos feeling like I'm only making them because I'm shackled to a certain thing or whatever. Like that, because that's not going to be the case. And I think that would just put a real downer on everything, you know? Is this... One of the foods is really good. This is the other one. I'll stay with rice for now. We don't need to go crazy on food yet. We're going to do a billion wipes over nothing really early, so don't worry too much. Right, so looks like we got 10. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, no. The 2200s is the 23rd century. That's wrong astronomically. Because that would make the 2100s the 21st, and that's not true. We're already in the 21st, and we're already in the 21st because 0 to 999 was the first. Then the year 1000 is actually the second. And the year 2000 was the third, and the year 4000 was the, and so on. Kind of fucked that up a little bit there. But the calendar that a lot of us operate on, that we're talking about right now, the IRL calendar, it's kind of interesting. It was like redacted and fixed because of leap years or something, sometime in like the 1700s or whatever, and everyone believed that they were in like March or some shit. And then they were just told, no, you're back in February now. This is the date. So, or they skipped forwards, actually, I think. I think they might have skipped forward. So there's like 2 weeks that no one really lived because course correcting the calendar just caused everyone just arbitrarily moved the calendar forwards because the seasons were getting out desynced with everything. So there were like 2 weeks that it was impossible. There were 2 weeks of calendar dates that it was impossible to live in. Obviously, nothing physically changed, but our understanding of what date it was, you just kind of skipped out on some a few hundred years ago. It's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, yeah, not thousands, centuries, yeah, Rogalicious. I was saying thousands, yeah. I don't know how that's a miscalculation. You know what I've always danced around? That must work in reverse as well, right? But we never think about the -2nd century or whatever. We don't talk in those terms, I guess. Anyway, or maybe we do. If you're a paleontologist. Right, so let's focus. This has taken ages to get set up. People still aren't ready. Very different to yesterday and the days before. They're typing and trying to explain. Right, so when we aggro the boss, there's a shockwave. Wonder if I can dodge the initial shockwave. The pillars break. Now, both of these guys fell instantly in the hole that the pillar left and died. Alright, so look at the stream, guys. When the pillars break, they leave holes in the platform. And if you fall in the hole, you die. Yeah? There will constantly be holes, and the holes get bigger and bigger. Do you see how I just died? I hope everyone was alt-tabbed to look at that. Okay, so the 3 people who instantly died clearly haven't done any homework about the raid, and they'll be learning it here. Yeah, 0 century, yeah. So let's try that again. And I'm going to try to dodge the initial, like, on aggro shockwave. I guess your mount can tank it? Is that what's going on here? But later in the fight, if that moment loops... Yeah, that's what they're saying. Start on the mount so it will tank it. If that moment loops, you won't have a mount for the other one. So it might be better to just learn to dodge it. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then we go in. If you took damage, you weren't standing properly behind the pillar. So every now and then, people get targeted and create a new pillar. How do we want to... And now I can go back in, I guess, for a second. Okay, now there's the eye. I'm not sure what the eye means. The eye is that wave that the tank did. Chrysantha didn't move, despite the very obvious telegraph. 3 people dead again. Not sure how. Did they put these markers here because they want me to put them on them, or? So I think the main thing to do on this is to just keep consistent with whatever it is you're doing. Whatever pillar you're going to. I mean, there's different pillars though, based on where I place it. So, can I jump the shockwaves? Looks like I did manage to successfully jump that. Okay, so here I'm behind the tank, which looks like it kind of got me fucked up. So I shouldn't place pillars behind the tank because the boss will face there and do all that damage. So I won't do that again. I'll just stick to my general area. You can jump it again. It definitely looks like you can jump that, which is good. My overload is going to be out of range. Dodge on them though. Okay, we get the eyeball. Okay, let's GG now then. We get, just keep resetting it so that these people who are insta-dying get used to not. Oh, there you are, Hamo. Sorry, yeah, looks like you missed a slot. Chrysantha did leave. I don't know whether they're coming back. It says they're offline. We'll see. Break old pillars with new ones by standing next to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, each pillar gives damage reduction to the boss. So if I can just overwrite pillars, why not do that always? Because we also need the pillars to protect ourselves, I guess. I want to figure out what rebound saves us from as well. Someone says, should we do markers and assign people to pillars? Well, I think the fight is quite long and you run out of space, so I'm not sure that it is. I think if you just pair people up, that's the best way to do it. Like, you just have a buddy, and whatever pillar your buddy's behind, you should really be with them. If you find that you're suddenly with someone else, then it gets fucked up. But that way you can be dynamic in about what pillar you pick, and people can just sort of figure it out for themselves, instead of manually, you know... It's kind of the difference between allowing yourself some actual room to breathe and adapt and learn, versus just trying to follow a set fucking pattern like a little parrot or whatever. Well, they're still not here. Oh, they came back online, though. This is pretty lame. We don't get long to play, and it's half an hour now, and we've done, like, nothing. What is the most optimal class for soloing group content, such as champions, dungeons, group events, etc., that can have a useful build for raids and fractals? You're asking me what build does everything, because you don't want to actually invest in many characters. What class does everything? Well, look, soloing group content is not necessarily... It depends on what the group content is. Lots of professions have ways of soloing any kind of group content. If you really feel the need to solo group content, I think you can do it on pretty much anything. What would have the easiest time, though? Man, you have no idea how complicated and, like, capable the game is to just give you opportunities for any kind of stuff like that. I would say just pick a class based on flavor. Every profession has a useful build in a raid. So, just don't worry. Alright, they're back. I don't think Guardian's necessarily best for clearing group content. But it's good. I mean, it's not much worse than anything else. Guardian is definitely the overall most, like, wanted, versatile profession across the entire game. Like, Guardians are useful in raids, they're useful in fractals, they're useful in World vs. World, they're useful in PvP. And not just useful, but tend to be very useful. Guardian is probably the best answer to that question, but the whole solo and group content thing. So here, we don't stack together. I don't really need to be here. I could probably squeeze some fire damage in. Someone died. So, if we do the mechanic correctly, all the pillars should break, right? Because everyone should be split correctly. It's 10 players, 2 will break a pillar. So, basically, if we fucked the mechanic up and someone went down state, we res them and then we replace the old pillar with a new one. The problem is that he's had damage reduction in the meantime. We had an instant death again. What is going on, really? That guy's defeated, I guess? Yeah. What is the damage that people are taking here? Because they are going from like 100 to 0. I have perfectly good prop. Immediately I'm thinking barrier might be nice. Fuck! I tried to jump dodge and I didn't. I went for the jump dodge. I can probably not risk that. Especially with not freezing cold fingers in this icy room. Oh, you're at a family lunch. Very nice. I feel quite privileged. First guy died to a hole. The next 2 died to retaliation on the boss when she eyes. Okay, so when the eye is up, she has retail. Can we rip the retail? Does the retail pulse regularly? I don't think you need to verbalize every single pillar you're going to go to, honestly. I think people just need to use their eyes and actually fucking adapt. If there's 4 people clustered behind one, maybe get moving. And just try to be semi-regular about what you're doing, and people will fall into a rhythm. If someone wants to try and rip that retail, that might be good. We only have... Well, no, we still have 2 chronos. You can get some sword autos on, run disenchanter, thievery, whatever you want. You can rip it, but you should be running to the pillars anyway. I don't know how tight the damage will be, so maybe we don't worry too much. So I can just run in instantly. So there's the retail. Guy's dead to it. Oh my fucking god. I'm an idiot. I just fucking did what they were doing. I can't believe I just did that. I'm such a fucking moron. I rezzed the guy and then immediately just started looking back at the boss's boons to see if the retail was gone and just W'd while I was learning and instantly went in the fucking hole. That was so stupid. I can't believe I just W'd like that. Well, this is still good because they'll still practice. Right, it looks like he gets Prot and Pillar Pandemonium. He also gives himself Might as a bit of a cover boon. He has 20% per stack. With the Prot as well, Adina gets really tanky, honestly. I mean, Condis won't give a fuck about the Prot, so that's kind of a benefit to Condi classes here. Unless it's like, you know... what is it? Soul Beast Prot? I think Soul Beast Prot reduces condition damage as well. But I seriously doubt that. Okay, so we finally hit the new phase there. She does the swirly thing and you run in a circle. Then she goes in the sky. Are we definitely on CM, by the way? And then they break the hands. And then the Jin comes back. I think it's a she, right? And then it's status quo again, right? It returns. It's back to normal. Except now, because I'm dead, someone else has to claim a pillar, and they lose damage uptime. Looks like we're hitting her pretty hard. I mean, she's at 60%, in the 60% here. And there's still over 5.5 minutes left. Barring any disasters, I think it's okay. Someone's using Ventari tablet over there with the reflects. Does that actually mean something, I wonder? Tank is doing well. Literally no one's dying. They're all very, very, very healthy. Is the Renegades healing as well then with the tablet? In which case we have triple healer and I could play something more aggressive. I guess for the early runs we'll see though. Yeah, she's down into the 50s now. Again with the 2 players shy. This feels bad. In all the stuff we've done so far, I haven't had this experience where I've just been sitting here like this. I'm not asking them to stop though, obviously. It's all well worth everybody practicing. So we had a downstate again, I think, to retail right before the big mechanic. You know what? When I see that, I might run Glyph on this. Glyph might legitimately be good because I can just Glyph someone alive again. One ranged geyser won't be enough. But like a Glyph, I could teleport them to a pillar at the same time as well. It doesn't even matter, to be honest. All that matters is they're alive again so they don't get defeated. Alright, the next run in the circle phase. The next hand phase. I think projectile reflect was really good here. Did you see that guy that just got punted off? Duo quick whip. Just got fucking spanked off the thing. If you have reflects and stuff up, that's really good. You see everyone hiding the feedbacks and the tablet over there? Dude, subgroup 2 getting carried. Subgroup 1 doing the carrying. Yeah, in Guild Wars 1, the spectator function was really good. So there again, you got a good sense of the knockback. That'll be something that I've got for the team here with Aftershock and stuff. And then we're here. Now, I don't remember another hand phase after that. She's obviously got half health still. I'm not sure that we'll pressure her that hard, but we'll see. She's still up. She must have another hand phase. Maybe she phases more regularly, does it more often in CM or something? There's one more at 25. This is basically every 25%. 75, 50, 25. PW Pause is hosting me. Thank you, PW Pause. I really appreciate it. To PW Pause's friends, welcome, welcome. Right, we're crumbling here now. Okay. So just don't W off the edge and we'll see what we got. Oh, the hands stay after 25% as well at the edges of the arena. Oh, interesting. So you need to sustain the reflects, like, full on to sustain them. Why am I typing? Let me just do this. Right, seems good to me. You know what I respect ArenaNet for here, by the way? The mechanic that each pillar gives her damage reduction. They could easily have done something to visually represent that, like beams coming from the rocks going into her. You know that this is the wing of the beams, obviously, like with the last fight, Kadim 2. But they didn't do it, and I bet they didn't do it because they just didn't want it to look too messy. And I really, really, really respect that. It's like they're learning their lesson from, like, Desmina, for example, we did yesterday. Because the temptation to show visually in some way that she's getting power from them, it must have been really high. But they knew that people would just, like, look at the tooltip and it would be clear enough, right? So, I'm very happy with that. The only way they could telegraph it would be, like, snaking through the ground or something. But when the ground can get deleted, it would probably look a bit weird. Do I not see squad chat? What? Of course I see squad chat. What do you mean? What am I supposed to be looking at? Why is he typing something that I already know and we already talked about on stream? All this he's typing in local chat about when the hands come up, like we discussed already. And he's asking me if I've seen. Maybe he's not listening to the stream? Hello, Rocker. Spirit Hammer Ritualist was so great in Guild Wars 1. Yeah, I like Hammer. Just, not Hammer, weapon skills on Rit. Splinter Weapon's obviously the main one. Am I doing something wrong? Why are we just stalled here? What am I doing wrong? No, I don't know. I think that we were just waiting for someone else or something else. Alright. We only just started Quick Beams, so, just remembering what the fuck the... Fuck's sake! I can't look at chat. I'm not looking at chat again. I'm not looking at chat again. This is some bullshit. I need to actually remember how the mechanics work instead of reading your fucking messages. I'm not doing it. Alright, they GG'd. Kind people. Jesus Christ. We're putting you on the ignore list again, Twitch. Believe it. I was so judgy as well of everyone else that was doing it earlier. It's so obvious there's just a hole there. Alright. If I'm reading chat, I literally can't see my main screen, Ico. So, yes, I'm blaming that. Right. Getting early, healing rain up in the rough area that I know everyone's going to be standing. So should I just stack next to the hole every time, I wonder? I feel really uncomfortably slow. It's because I have no swiftness. Oh, I did say I was going to put glyph on. Whatever, I guess. I cancel cast the meteor shower. Like, is this a good idea? I'm going to do it here now. I wonder what, like, a clean strat is for that, you know? Alright, Gale Song seems alright since I got caught in those, and if anyone else was, they were instantly freed. It really feels like my heals are unnecessary. I don't know. Here they were good. Keep everyone alive. We had 3 players behind that pillar. 1 person fell. We have reflects up, even though there's nothing to reflect for now. See here? I would love to glyph that. That's a defeat, but I think I can start saving it. Especially if I still have quickness on it before. So I'll probably run that. Now if we go too slow, how little floor are we going to have to work with here? Oh, okay, it's all cleaned up. So what was the... Shit. I don't know what the hitbox is on it anymore. I've got to remember that. I guess I walked too close to it too fast. Let's see. Let me put glyph on instead of feel the burn. And we'll try that again. Yeah, why are you guys spamming emotes suddenly? Like kiddies. Alright, let's bump this up. Are there enough players to level with in the early zones and non-end game zones? Also, are there enough bosses? Well, you're like super noob, right? You don't need anyone in Guild Wars. Like, literally, you could play it like a single-player RPG. And you'd lose, obviously, a dimension of it, but you could totally do that. So, it's kind of an irrelevant question, but yeah, there are people there for sure. It's less than it was at launch, but I mean, what the fuck do you expect? So, yeah, I would say any time I have ever... like leveled or completed a map in the open world, I have seen other players around. The game does absolutely nothing to incentivize you to communicate with those people or like actually interact in any meaningful way, which further makes your question kind of pointless, but it does happen. So if you take comfort in that, then yeah. In fact, a lot of the early game gets worse with other players around because it becomes too easy. So you can complete all quests and get full exploration solo. Yes, you can, yeah. Guild Wars doesn't really have a concept of side quests like other MMOs where you just go kill random shit for ages. It just has like a linear campaign story, which is mediocre. And then it has the world, which has events, and it has like heart renown things to do, which are kind of the equivalent of quests. It is true that there are some big bosses out there that you want lots of players for, but they all happen at set schedules and just get massive zergs come to them anyway. They're not people leveling or anything, but a zerg, like if you're in the end game zones and there's a big temple event that's about to go on, players will be there or they'll arrive there. And the game scales anyway, so you'll find there's a type of event called a group event, which is meant to be beaten by lots of players, but you can solo most of them on a pretty good build. And if other people do come, then they just help you out, and then it scales up. That's it. That's the whole story, really. Right. I'm ignoring you guys again. Not having any more of these fucking accidents. So, again, I don't know whether I should just... This really strikes me as a fight. The faster we DPS through it, the better. Like, by quite a long way. So I kind of just want to play DPS, if I'm honest. Dude, that like ripple effect is kind of scary. Also, the mass res doesn't seem too relevant right now. So maybe I play something Condi, something a little bit range capable, something with anti-projectile. Oh, we're talking about Scourge again. Okay, let's see. Do we get it? Oh, fucking cancel cost. I got it. Oh, he got battle standarded. The important thing that we realize there is that the timing is correct, that you can save a person. I'll probably just be doing it in water, which is kind of dumb, but... Okay, the tank got the pillar there. I guess I was standing too close. Alright, now we get this mechanic. Let's try not to do this too badly. So, if we haven't been dropping pillars in the middle... Dude, we need swiftness in this group. This is fucking gross without swiftness. I might start spamming it out. What is that? Rebound? Okay, that's not a one-shot, whatever it is. Okay, as we move, I give them 10-man auras. Reflects. Still just camping water for now as I learn stuff. Okay, bunch of mini rings. Not sure what those do. Go earth and give people stab a little bit more. Oh, the fight's begun again. Alright, I'm going to try and stand back a little bit, maybe. Healing Rain there to cleanse them over if anyone wants it. Obviously the blasts are nice. Down with this guy. Someone's going to die. Maybe moments like that are where I rebound. I do love that fucking elite skill. Alright, I got Tectonic Upheaval this time. But we're going to have to start jumping and stuff, right? Still no swiftness. Oh, no, there is swiftness in there. Gale Song was good there. We got tagged. It's nothing that just better play wouldn't correct. Good Boon Rip. Why am I blind? Because I was facing it? During the eye? Quick res. Dodge on him. What the f- I can't go to like... I mean, this one's okay. Again, just in case of the moves. I think the pillar I put down, there's a place that people can stand. But you can't put it on the outer ring, right? Because... I'm going to do this just in case. Yeah, we're alright. That guy was out of range, unfortunately, so he went down. Can I just rebound and none of us even go to a pillar? Oh, but then we want to break the pillars anyway, so... I don't think I need to hug the boss too closely. I seem to remember... Okay, we've split in half here. I should probably contribute to this, but we'll see for a second. No, it's just one person's caught away. Everyone got fucking punted off. Isn't that a feedback? Oh no, is that Time Warp? Quickness is pulsing. If I'd been hit with it, I would have stun broke them like you just saw there, but no. I didn't get hit while they did. I'm not sure how that ended up happening. Right, well, with half the squad, over half the squad dead, I'm going to GG so that we get the next one running because there's no point making 6 people wait so that 4 can practice. We'll just keep going with it. You get blinded if the pillar hits you. Right. What else can I do? Alright, so was this really that useful? Look, that's food gone already. I feel like I've done one run. I want swiftness. I'm going to do something really weird for a second. So this should be Perma Fury, Perma Swiftness for the whole squad, 10 man always. I still have this. Maybe I'll go back to Feel the Burn to keep the application of it up. And also I can contribute a little bit more to the pressure. Oh fuck, that was... I'll contribute more later in the thing. So that said, it's later in the thing. Okay, so there I got Aegis, which actually blocked the eye. Let's get out again. Something like, I don't know. I'm standing too close, sorry. When the tank has to move out like that, that is not ideal. Okay, we phased it already, which is pretty good. Instant death. Keep the swiftness up. We should do double there because of the Chaos Aura. Felt really precarious there, like I was going to fall off the edge. Again, I'm standing too close. Again, what the fuck? Is it closest? Is it furthest away, sorry? If you want a DPS, I would say try and get right up their ass. Same one I usually do. Okay, glyph. Got him. Alright, so glyph saved a defeat on that. So is one play where you save it. Okay, so I remove this pillar with that one now. Keep the board clean. Now is one like defeat save, but otherwise you get nothing out of it, better than something that has just got continual use? I'm gonna rebound just in case on this one. Does it not work on that mechanic? I think that guy was in range. We'll have to see. Okay, good. I actually got a text on a couple people. Sorry, but we're coming all the way over here now, guys. I want to keep the ground near her as clean as possible for this next, like, this. Now, I think you can hold glide for, like, the longer jumps, like this one. I wonder if you can TP as well. Okay. So we're starting. Oh, fuck. She destroys more of the ground at the start of that. I can't believe you've done this. Alright, well, everyone was dead anyway there. I didn't realize more ground was due to get destroyed thereafter. Remember that. What was this? There's some GDC talks over the years from Arena, one of which talks about their patching and spinning up clients is really ahead of their time. Yeah, I think the technology behind their patching and their uptime and stuff is one of the greatest things about Guild Wars, but it's not the kind of thing the consumer thinks about much, so I don't know. Someone's got to go. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get replacements. So on the next run... Fuck! Not this run. Every time I'm looking at chat. I should just ignore. I don't know what I should do because literally I get baited into looking at it. Like right as I'm. This is boring. So I'm looking at chat. I'm looking at chat. And then boom. For fuck's sake. I will get there. I'm just a bit of an old man. Right, I'm ready. Just look. Just to be clear, someone's dropping next run. So if you want in, be ready for the next run. To the side. Ooh, difficult. Okay. See ya. I feel like I could be doing a lot more on this run, really. Glyph. Do it in air to TP him over. Didn't actually work. I could have glyph rebound and we wouldn't have even had the down state. Tried to go in air to teleport him, but I think the start of the glyph obviously is what determines the glyphs, what the actual output will be. So we didn't get that, but that's alright. You get a free save straight away. Do you know what? Since I'm running glyph and air, which is a weird situation to be in, I can actually trait the cooldown for it as well so that I can properly spam it. And we're not relying on war banners or whatever. I'm going further out. So when we get a little bit more used to this, we'll know that we can just DPS through because it breaks all the pillars and triggers the next phase. This is another reason why I kind of want to play DPS. See that there? Nobody had to leave or be scared. Okay, so the ground doesn't break here. What the fuck? Why is this pizza wedge just like broken? If I remember, I swear there was a thing that you could stand literally in her hitbox and none of it would mean anything. I'm really scared of the ground moving at that phase. Suddenly. I might need to do something about my visual effects there, because I did jump that, but I jumped way too early. And if you saw, I failed it, and then I was still sort of like halfway there. I was like sliding like sludge down the wall, and then I died afterwards. I'm just gonna have to take a few runs to get used to the patterns, I guess. When will I go back to VR? Well, we'll see. I haven't really been keeping up, as you know, but I did read about... Didn't Vive discontinue their efforts or some shit? They were just like, fuck it, we're not doing it. I need a repair. Or something like that. Like, they released a new headset that just wasn't good again. And they've decided to dip. I don't know. I mean, Half-Life Alyx could really kick the whole thing in its arse, you know. To have an actual AAA decent game. A lot of respect for Valve for trying to get things moving. The Oculus Quest is surprisingly okay for the price. That's not what I want to hear when I hear about a headset, though. I don't want to hear, oh, it's surprisingly, it's kind of okay for a budget machine. Like, I just want to hear that there's like this mind-blowing thing out there, you know. I get that price is obviously a consideration for everyone, myself included, but you don't want someone to be buying a new device expecting it to be a bit naff, but oh, it was alright because of what it was worth. You want to buy something expecting to have your mind blown, you know. You want to buy something because you're really excited about it. I don't know. We need like 5 more big games. All right, so yeah, we're 9 out of 10. We can get our 10th. Just type /squad join lists on your EU account and you'll be in. Thanks to the person who came. Good luck to you. I think it was a DPS. I think. Between two extremes, would you rather hope for A, good enough experience in VR with phenomenally cheap price, or B, an extremely enthusiast experience that costs 2K? Well, look, there's 2 perspectives. There's one, do I want a new industry of gaming to be born? Do I want the echelon to push forwards? Do I want people to have a reason to keep pushing technology as hard as they can? Do I want that? Do I want everything in the long term? And if my answer to that is yes, which it is, then my answer is A, a good enough experience that's phenomenally cheap that will actually create an industry, right? That will be what needs to happen. So my answer is obviously A. But then at the same time, I as an individual that's trying to be selfish and just devoid of all context and just what do I want, then the answer is B, right? Like, I mean, I couldn't afford that anyway, but the answer is B. I want that to exist. But it's very, very, very challenging, because if you build enthusiast hardware like that, which is kind of where all industries will start, and then they'll slowly find something better, you're not going to have there's stuff to play on it, you know? You're just going to be doing the Tuscany demo or whatever forever. There's only a handful of things. When I first got my Rift, I tried to set up a Skyrim install that had that was VR compatible. I actually have some hidden videos on my second channel. They might not be hidden, but I have some videos on my second channel. They're still there, of like different mod installs and shit that I was doing to like the best kind of UI mods you could use and the best this and the best that for performance and stuff. And then I kind of just stopped and gave up with it. And now years later, obviously that's an officially supported game. I don't know whether I really, I know nothing about that, but I'm wondering whether you would consider that. What is like really good, big AAA decent VR experiences? You've got Skyrim VR, and then you've got Half-Life Alyx, and then what else is there? I mean, there's obviously other great things. What's the Beat Saber? But that's an indie game that just got big. It's kind of like the DDR equivalent of the VR world, right? It's not really something that will get average nerds. And I've hated reading about the response to Half-Life Alyx as well in a lot of ways, because they're all just saying, "Oh, fucking bullshit! I can't get this." Like, come on, man. They're doing something bigger and better than what you think they are. They're really trying to go somewhere and develop something real and push an industry. They're being really brave. And they're taking a bold step forward that everyone else has been too pussy to do. Alright? For all your bitching that they don't make stuff or do stuff and they just sit on all that Steam money, look at this. This is something real and tangible. And it's going way over your head and you're just complaining because you can't afford it. Fuck you. That's how I feel about a lot of those messages. Which sucks. Just people whining and trying to drag people back because of their own self-interest. Drag whole industries back. Just shit on something because it's not exactly perfect for them. We're really not getting a 10th player. People are not convinced that Adina is doing well. Don't forget the weekly festival dude is reset. To be honest with you, I didn't even spend my stuff last week. I haven't crafted my luck. I've just let it sit here. I haven't even got the Lunar Daily done this day. Well, I could do it now, I suppose, while we wait for the 10th. Minecraft with shaders is good in VR. Yeah, it's weird to me I don't hear more about Skyrim VR. Like, why not? Like, that's such a perfect experience. I'm so convinced that that franchise has stalled because of VR. I really am. I'm convinced that they were working on like maybe something of a 6th chapter, like looking at it, but spending more time on Fallout 4 and all that kind of stuff. And then all that stuff happened with Palmer Luckey and Oculus, and it felt like there was a race on it. It felt like it was going somewhere. And that series was always at, you know, the forefront. And VR in an Elder Scrolls, that's a wet dream really for a lot of people, and I think they know that. And I bet they were just like really hoping it would go somewhere, and they put a lot of eggs in that basket. We're just trying to 9-man. Well, we have an instant death. I don't think you can say that Valve lost interest in making games in general, can you? Not when they just made a new game in the same franchise that you're talking about. How is that at all? Valve is just one of those really weird companies where you read about how they're structured and shit, and it's just like got all this bizarre stuff like, no one really has a boss. We just sort of do what we want, and I don't know, it's interesting. I don't actually have a DPS set up today, Oompa Loompa, so I'll stick on this for now. But I do think we're healing enough and stuff that I could probably do some DPS. I'll probably run a Necro. I mean, maybe I'll just character swap and see what I can set up in the meantime. Let's see what my Necro's actually wearing right now. I think it's on the Reaper builds. Oh man, I really like build templates. I usually have this ugly moment right now where I'm like, for fuck's sake, now I'm gonna like break the open world build and it's gonna be really annoying. But no, I can just fucking set up a new template. I just click a button and boom. Arachnia's got a Scourge DPS thing going on and she's got her open world Reaper thing going on. So let's just theory craft this while we wait for people to maybe join a 10th, and then I'll swap back onto Liz if that happens too soon. This is Hill Tempest's worst boss. Yeah, I don't feel very useful, honestly. Yeah, I agree, Holima. I really do. I know you might get this often, but you'd watch the hell out of any Elder Scrolls videos I would make. Thanks. If you want to elaborate on that, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so I'm thinking I would play a Scourge, a Condi Scourge. I'm thinking I'd play Demonic Law, Sadistic Searing. Hold on. People are saying that Flesh Golem out DPS's Ghastly Breach, even with Sadistic Searing. What utility does Ghastly Breach have? It boon rips and corrupts. Good for that retail. But I'll trust in the Flesh Golem idea. I'd probably run Fell Beacon. See, and people are running fucking Blood Fiend? Fuck that. I'm running Sand Flare. That shit's great. I'm not running Blood Fiend. Sorry, but no. Now what else is good here? I don't need to use Corrupt Boon or anything. I think we've got the Boon Rips we care about already. I think the Shadow Fiend is okay, just for some passive tick away damage. I think the new Signet generates fuck tons of life force, which is very good for us. And what else are my instincts? I don't really have any. What could I do that's quality of life? This is also a res tool, which is kind of great. And very easily casted. No, I'm not setting up a Power Scourge. At what point have I suggested that I'm doing a Power Scourge? Oh, Corrosive Poison Cloud, obviously. I'm doing CPC. We're in LFG, so hurry. Okay, and then I probably wouldn't run Death. Go Curses, Soul Reaping, Doomfire. I'll take Vital Persistence for the early progression and then swap to the little bit more power damage. Shroud 1, we'll have Max Vuln. I'll take Speed, I guess. I don't know what I'm really doing, to be honest. Lingering Curse. This isn't a corruption. Yeah, it is a corruption. We'll spam more CPC with this. Oh, this is new and different now, isn't it? Your first attack transfers. None of this is really good. I guess I'll just go Insidious Destruction for now. And then for equipment template, this is the actual bit that will be annoying. We go template 2. And we would take, yeah, see, I don't even have a scepter. Instantly. Instant fall apart. We do have a torch, a Viper torch, with Geomancy Sigil, that's okay. And then I'll probably put a Warhorn on there, that's a Zerk Warhorn. This is a legendary focus. I have the Minstrel here. I don't really care about having focus on though. Right, what are you? Okay, Vipers are heavy. Okay, let me just grab a scepter. Oh, cool, it's a Quattle. Nice. Thank you. And it's Geomancy Agony. Brilliant. Oh, it's not actual Zaquatl though. Fuck. That's Khaled Bulgaridi. Oh, alright, that's okay. We can use extractors though. It's not a problem. Scroll up. And just keep this shit. Did I get the invitation passes? I did. Let's take this shit out. I can't. Yeah, I can extract that as well. And then we'll just swap this via an Anthology of Heroes. Alright, so people are back now. And I don't have armor or anything set up, so I'll just continue that later. We've got 10, so I'll go back to this for now. I don't think you need Epi for that fight either. So the idea is it will just be a bit of damage. I'll go. Oh, but I never finished the build either. I should probably put blood on instead of one of those lines. Transfuse might be really nice for saving people. Anyway, so let's go back for it. I'm on E for now, yes. Alright. Oh, one of them's still not here actually. Ah, it's dark. Oh nice, someone's sitting on a Super Adventure Box chair on the thing. It's kind of a curious sight. We 2 Chronos and a Hill Renegade, a Druid and a Hill Tempest. Yeah, exactly. We're a bit... I mean, the addition of a Healing Renegade today is probably because of the projectile mitigation that he's decided to run that. But it does make us very, very heal heavy. And I'm the one that's offering the least utility, so... Oh, it's just Alacrity Renegade, not Hill. Okay. You had a dream that Benji was one of the devs, and he added a new DLC jumping puzzle in South Sun Cove. Do you think that was prophetic? What do you mean DLC? As in just a streaming update, or... I mean, because there's... Everything ever came to Guild Wars 2 is DLC, really. Lol, you play too much Guild Wars 2. Doug, did you post on Reddit? I haven't seen. I've just been messing with EQ all day again because I decided I hated what I did yesterday, so now I'm going for it again. Did you guys know that Boon Thief works on Adina? What do you mean Boon Thief works? Yeah, hopefully people supported it. I was really scared for him because, you know, I know what it feels like to put a lot of effort into something and then it kind of just turns out people aren't into it. Right. Play the game. I wanted to dodge forwards, but I wasn't actually moving forwards. These pillars really close. Is this actually a good idea? Gonna res that guy. I should have rebounded earlier. I was slow brain. Slow brain. All of this has been slow brain gameplay. Need a shower up. Okay, we had someone fall. Can't do anything about that. This just feels like a mess. Not even phase 1 and we're just fucking tanking all down. Does the pillar kill him? Yeah, instant defeat. Alright, we're GG. Yeah, that was a mess. Oh, you're saying with Steel you get 2 charges of Ecto, so you can share all the boons except Alacrity for 10 people. So you just need a Boon Thief and an Alacrigade. You don't need Chronos for this fight. That's what you're saying. Who are you proposing the tank is in the chrono-less run? Because we obviously have 2. The Core Thief with Diviners or Harrier gear. Well, look, you gotta understand that this isn't a static or anything. These are just people from the stream coming with that. So you can't just expect people to have a very specific full set of gear. Like a Harrier Thief? How many people have a Harrier Thief fucking setup? It was a paid standalone DLC for 1 JP in South Sun Cove. Yeah, very realistic. Right? You can ask Reddit, they'll confirm. Dude, I feel sloppy today. I think it's the cold. I think it's cold bones makes my hands just feel fucking shit. Look at that. Like, look at that lava font. Like, what is this? Good. further back again. One of the reasons I really want to just play more DPS is right here. We could potentially, with more damage, we could skip this. See, he's at 79. Well, 80. I'll rebound in case he wants it. That guy's dead. Go for the new hole, which I almost fell in. Someone else is dead. And this one as well, we can skip instead if we just have the damage, you know. Like doing like way more of these than we need to. It feels somewhat like it's gonna be a big drag over the full course of the CM progression. Does that make sense? But I mean, I don't want to min-max too much the early fight. We're spamming those feedbacks way too hard. If there's already a feedback there, you can probably chill. Dude, Gale Song was fucking OP there. Did you guys see that? Now I don't want to leave Tempest again. Dude, that was fucking bonkers. Alright, so he moves it again. These sudden floor changes are really scary, though. Why are you standing on me? What the fuck are you doing? He's trying to stand on me? Alright, I wasn't the only one anyway. Again, I wasn't holding forwards. And I had no way back. Boon Thief, Alacragade, and Firebrand were part of the 5-person group that did Adina. He was sitting on you because you needed to destroy one pillar. Why did I need to destroy one pillar? The Reddit post was okay. It's nothing, but not huge either. It's not nothing, but not huge either. About what I expected. You expected a mediocre response from an enormous amount of work. I guess that's realistic, but a bit sad. I honestly, I haven't looked yet. I haven't even been on there. I'm happy it wasn't completely abandoned, though. Congrats on the mediocre response. It's just because it's Season 1, man. That it won't be any reflection of your talents. It will just be because it's Season 1. And people don't like reading, really. There's 2 people in the group were dead. So you only needed pillars for the remaining 8. I'm just going to GG. By the way, has anyone got any like a graphical fidelity settings that they recommend for this particular fight? Like maybe we post-processing on, but shaders minimum. Maybe this makes it clearer what's going on when the fight's going on. We'll have a look in a minute. Just want the most clarity, wherever I can do for the most clarity. I might put my culling to minimum as well. Turn off big health bars. It's all the fucking giant mesmer animations that are so... I feel like this looks worse. Maybe. Just trying to imagine how I'd feel if there was a hole right there. Alright, GG. Not sure that the post-processing really changed anything. Let's cull these. And where's big health bars? Leave thick pie on that. Some people still have big ones, and some people have small ones again now. What the fuck? Why has that guy still got a big health bar? I don't know. Alright, I'm ready. This might be better. Maybe there's an effect LOD setting I can turn on as well. Limit detail of particle effects. Alright, let's see this. Oh my god, I almost went in the hole. For some reason that's not sinking in. For some reason it's just not being in my head and staying in my head that there's going to be a fucking hole after those get broken. And I have no idea why. Why is that piece of information, that crucial, easy piece of information, the first thing you learn? Why am I almost getting scared by it every time? I really like blocks. That guy fell. Evil again. Whatever kind of DPS I play, I want to keep running pillars. So I still want a DPS that's, you know, has some range capability. Okay, so I need to replace that pillar next time. I will just rebound that guy. For some reason I got confused what part of the fight I was in. I thought we were avoiding the thing. I don't know why. Everyone was wiping, but hey. The next episode we'll have the flashback. It was in the trailer, wasn't it? What flashback? You mean Visions of the Past? Visions of the Past are probably after the patch. Condi FB? Spam blocks, reflects, Condi damage. It's a good idea. Condi FB could be fun as fuck. You can probably sneakily cast a Sword of Justice and stuff with Eternal Armory around the corner as well of the pillar and keep hitting her even during this moment. Though then retail does become a consideration, so get that. Rebound. One of us will die here otherwise. Ooh. Kato fell. Res. Alright, we're all GGing, I guess. Oh, right, yeah, he's our tank, so of course we're all GGing. Don't break my armor if you GG. You'll make lots of Spud Funkos to boost revenue. I should still get on that and buy those. Are the minis actually available now? I didn't get it. I don't know why, but lately on these runs we have like 3 people trying to come to the same pillar every time, and then one of them hesitates and leaves again. The 2 pillars direct. Isn't this going to be a problem? Yeah, that guy got This person that I'm rezzing had to, like, be intelligent about where they stood on that. Because they needed to, they needed to acknowledge that the projectile coming at the people behind was going to hit them. So the two people on the back post needed to be slightly to the left. The guy in the front needed to realise he needed to go on the right. I wonder if there's something cheesy you can do here to stop this being like a relevant part of the fight. I mean, this one's easy, but the later ones I'm wondering about. It's those ripples. If I could turn those ripples off, I'd feel way more confident with like all the animations and telegraphs and stuff. I think just sort of slowing down and not panicking so much is the way to behave on this. I'm going to make this one all the way back here. In fact, this is most efficient because then I can do it twice. Got him with Glyph. Someone else might have rezzed. Dude, I didn't even pay attention to the new hole on that post. I could have fallen really easily. Right, and then this one here. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Alright, we have a death, so we got to stack some pillars up now, right? Okay, so again. In place. Where's my buddy? Did my buddy die? 2 deaths. Right, I've got so much time here. Oh, okay, he's doing the overlap. Right. So we don't know which one. Alright, so it still destroys the ground. Alright, we're GGing before phase 2. It still destroys the ground, but yeah, you get less pillars to deal with. Why is that not relevant in the early fight? Couldn't we, in the early fight, overlap all the pillars and then just rebound the first phase? Is it because we learned that it doesn't work? I'm going to test that in a minute. Because then you could just DPS. As far as CMs go, this is an easy one if you have the right strat. Mark pillar placements. Few people messing up means greater chances of success. Drop new pillars close to the holes that are already on the... You spelled hole wrong. So that you don't have Swiss cheese for a platform. Plan out how to deal with the hands. Dealing with the hands from the south means that the hands at the north don't attack during the DPS. If you aren't doing this splitting, so it's going to be good. We're not even at that part of the fight yet, but yeah. You can't rebound the first phase because you get blinded when you take the non-pillar damage. You will live, but no one can DPS. Right, what's the blind from? The non-pillar damage. What do you mean? I thought the blind was from continuing to attack him and face him during the eye before the nuke. But surely you can just, like, face away for a second, thus avoid the eye, rebound the nuke, and then you're all good. No one had to move. I guess the blind is definitely a thing. I like that advice though of keeping the holes near each other because I'm still unsettled on what felt right about that. The blind comes from facing him or getting hit by his projectile. I see. So you can survive with a rebound, but it will blind you at the same time. Okay, so there's actually 2 sources. I've got to know. Yeah, so that won't work. We need to do the pillars. And I'm assuming there's no way to cleanse the blind. You just have to wait the 10 seconds or 6 seconds or whatever it is. The places of the pillars don't matter that much because every 25% we phase the boss and the board like clears into a new like predetermined state. when he does the like the helicopter kind of thing. I gotta heal that tank, man. He's just gonna keep it on the hold. We have one death. That means a pillar's gonna start saying, you guys can always like prioritize overlapping on me first if you really want. Okay, so I rebound this. Never mind. He found his way. That guy's dead. I wonder if I just go from inside out. I just build a line. Quite like that. By the time we get to the edge here, at least for this opening bit, yeah, she should phase. Or if not, I'll just build a new line. Oh, I never got it. Someone else is further away. Yeah, so there you go. So, I mean, that felt really clean on my end. Everyone could do that if they wanted, but... So here I want 10-man swiftness for everyone. Now we move together. Now that, I remember when I originally did progression, this little moment right here where you transition out of the helicopter to the hands, I get really disoriented running in little circles, and I don't actually have any understanding of where the hands are going to be next. So I just kind of follow the Zerg and hope. I'm pretty sure that when we get to the 50% phase, I'm going to be standing in the wrong place. Does that make sense? Right, so I'll just do the same thing again here. Just put one here. There's a nice little like route to walk back. See, nobody delete these like middle ones. Please don't place pillars like right in the middle here. Can you see how we've got basically a plus sign to work with? Leave those, because when the helicopter phase comes out, we can utilize them. Here we have a down and a quick res. I do not have the tectonic upheaval. Frost Aura should come out of that one. No, Chaos. Chaos is like it. No, there it is. Got two. Okay. No one's down. Do it over here. At least I'm pulsing against the retail, the hills as well. That's something. Okay, we got a real rhythm going here. Oh. So how did he die? Not quite sure. Right, he just ported in with another pillar. Get the regen up. We can burn through this. There you go, burn through. Almost overshot that because I was forced to glide. So here, dude, see what the fuck? How am I supposed to know what the fucking platform's gonna look like? I just tried to be patient there, and I just got fucked because I don't know what this pattern's going to be before it arrives. So I've just got to commit that to memory. The 50% one, basically, if you're anywhere near the boss, you're just going to fall in the drinks straight away. So, all right, we'll just try to remember that. That's annoying though, because like there's no way I can prep for that or observe that. It's just gonna fall away. Platforms that fall are lit up. Are they? Is that culled out of my game at the moment? The dark patterns don't despawn, the light ones. So there are two colors I can see here. This isn't just for flavor, this means something, does it? So does the lighter brown that we're looking at, and then the darker brown, is the lighter brown what will get deleted on his next like movement bit? We'll see. I'll keep an eye on that now. If people are saying there is a telegraph, then that's amazing. No, not those. What will be deleted blinks in a faint red color. Right. And the faint red color it's blinking is not the same as when they wobble with the shockwave thing, or this fucking giant red AoE here that's going on, or the other like pulse one. 2 people dead instantly. GG. Don't know how that happened. They looked alright, right? It was 2 behind a pillar. It wasn't a big deal. Right. Not enough space to mount. Some guys say during the 4 hands phase you should do southeast first. I think it's because if whatever hands you break, if everyone's stacking behind the boss, then only like half of the hands on the arena are hitting you or something. That's what a comment earlier made it sound like anyway. Okay. The same thing again. These other players has changed their mind about where they want to put the pillars. Again. Okay, we have a defeat. Someone in a hole. I'm gonna go here now because keeps me a little bit further away from that other pillar user. See, if we burn, we'll get the phase. We don't actually have to do this. People could just do the next 1% damage. People don't seem to be looking at that though, so. Okay, why is there randomly a 3rd player here this time? I don't get it. Why is the plan changing so much? Okay. So I'm gonna look really closely to see if I can see the faint red thing. I hate that the boss's arrow is still facing in a certain direction. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, so those are all going to fall apart. How did I miss that? That's some big-ass hills right there, I'll tell you that. Right, so then these ones are going to break. Alright, okay, alright. I feel a lot safer now. Okay, I got you. So then we get someone's taken my fucking... What? Oh, we're overlapping, okay. Because we have 2 deaths. I'm going to take my next pillar, though, to the other quadrant, because no one went over there. And there's no need for us all to do that. Blinded myself like a dummy. It's okay, though. Yeah, my next one, I'm swapping to the other side now, because everyone's crowding. So the guy that wants to overlap the... oh, it's not even me. And we didn't overlap any of them. That's my bad, I guess, because I'm not standing close enough. I'll just go back to my usual spot then. Holy fuck. Okay, we have a third death. One was the boss, so I'm tank now, I think. Looks like I am. I can actually convincingly do this. But they're GGing. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? The weird kind of just people freaking out and going all over. You pressed bandage but got res, so it rode the lightning into the ground. That's funny. Yes, but that's not what I'm saying. The boss tanks south. Boss tanks south. I don't even know what you mean there. Do you mean he faces south because the tank is standing at the south? I'm going to assume that's what you mean. The pizza. I don't know what you mean by pizza. I'm assuming you mean the whirlwind phase, maybe? The hands will attack towards north. If you take care to have the tank delete the mines. What are the mines? Are these the mines? The walls? No. Why would have the tank do that? Oh no, the mines are the a mechanic I'm not interacting with in any way, right? Maybe I should learn about that. What's the mine mechanic? It's... I've seen them every now and then. They come out in like a cone. Right, I'll get back to chat in a minute. I'm gonna wipe us or anything like that. Really want more Boon Rip. Like way, way, way more Boon Rip. I guess actually while we're burning it, it doesn't matter. What's this person doing here? A weird route. That initial pulse heal at the start of the overload is so fucking OP. Food drops. You don't have time as long as no one else fucks up. Any important jobs to do. Very good. Go back in. Yeah, no, if you guys burn hard enough, we will just phase this. And it won't matter. There you go. So that was a bit quicker. That was good. Someone died in the helicopter. Okay, so I can tell what's going to fall because of the reds. Very good. Standing back because I want tectonic thingy. Yeah, just don't break this plus sign. Standing here because I want to get the thing. Oh, I'm gonna close the head myself. Right, so yeah, one of the pillars is up. Maybe he was trying to overlap with me. But the thing is, when we're at this like odd number of people being down, maybe we don't want to. I'll do this here. This guy like is not fucking. This is like really annoying for me to get back. Why did you put it there? Being very critical of a fairly minor part. See that there? Glyph. It cancel cast. I don't know whether I clipped him with it. I didn't. Okay, so we just overlap. It cancel cast when I like fucking jumped or whatever it was. I'll do this here, that's not a problem. We didn't overlap. We can burn through this in theory. No, we're too slow. Okay, that's 3 deaths now. Oh, fuck, I got clipped. I was not correctly behind it. Sorry about that. So now there's a pillar up. We will phase, though. We get to do 4 hands again. think. 1%. I'm happy to get blinded or whatever. Oh. Okay. See, so now this phase is harder based on all the pillars we broke before, right? But it shouldn't be too bad because we can just... Alright, I can see what's going to fall apart. Reflects. Alright, nice. This is the pattern that killed me before. Ooh, Gale Song, very good. I really don't have anything. I already blew my aftershock. Just standing here. It's vulnerable, aren't we? It's good heals. Oh my god, I'm getting a lot of value on the team here. Someone got knocked. 2 people got knocked. These guys ran way out ahead. Got killed. You probably want to stay with a pack instead of being too relentless in that phase. Because if you're away, you're kind of vulnerable. I should have rebounded and lingered in Earth. That would have been another AoE reflect. That would have been good for the group. Alright, let's try again. It was okay, it's just that the people who died were the ones with the reflects. Alright, fair enough. I feel way more confident now that some of this stuff's been explained. Yeah, what was the thing about the mines? Let me scroll. Oh, I can't see. WP, your pot pillar is northwest. You keep coming to southwest. What? I've been doing the same thing every run. You're asking me to change now? You want me to be up here? I was just trying to put it near the existing hole. What's wrong with that? Maybe I did change a bit at that point. This is gonna have to be a revamp. Fuck, what? How? Maybe I was late. Ah! Yeah, that was just me that time. There was nothing else. Right, I can at least look at this in chat now. The pizza is the small slice AoE attack that deletes the mines. The mines are the auto down spikes on tiles. So this is the pizza right here, because it looks like a slice of pizza. But isn't that lay mines? Does it both lay new ones and delete the old ones? Let's see what else we got on our Scourge. I think I should have armor sitting around. I mean, I've got a lot of different armor from different places, but it just depends really what's in my bank at the moment and easy to access without me having to go to efficiency to look up. So anyway, that's Torch. We want to start select a scepter. Oh, I already have that set up. That's fine. So we just take a couple of ectos out. So that's good. And then an anthology. Do I still have any, or did I delete them after we made the rainbow? Nope. So I'll buy some of those, and then it's an inscription, a Viper's inscription. That shouldn't be too bad. So I'll just keep the same scepter on both sets, and then just have a torch on one and a warhorn on the other. So the question is, do I have a Condi warhorn? I have a Zerk one. Right, so we do the same with the warhorn as well. Oh, I typed Warhorn. Warhorn. That's a warhorn. No, there's no real war horns except this, so this one will get swapped as well. And then we're just scrolling to see if we can see Viper armor. I don't know which character has my Viper armor on it. See, but this is kind of fucked up because it's not the right set. And what about trinkets? What trinkets do I have? Zerk, 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 Zerk. Right, let me look on thingy then. Their run will probably be done in a second, so I'll swap back it now. Have a look. Yeah, I did mention efficiency. You just started playing this game and you came from WoW. How you've missed it? Oh, are they still in the run? I think they are. I don't know how low Adina is. Let's see. Oh, they're about to do second helicopter. They just finished second helicopter. So they're at 4 hands now with 4 deaths. No, we haven't got to 33% yet. I don't think. Maybe one of those runs earlier. Yeah, actually. Like one of the runs that I was dead, everyone went really far. And I just didn't contribute to it. What the fuck? Right. Love the taste of spaghetti. Dude, I should not be running this. Oh, I will. I was gonna swap to Beetle, but now I realise that it's just gonna be right here, so whatever. Oh, and I probably want to sit on it already, but yeah. Oh, I'm not the only one anyway. Someone else is taking their time. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to play a better build here. Probably do the same role. Right. No, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about in squad chat last time, but there's nothing wrong with me going there. Dude, someone pillared right next to us? Is that so that you can keep hitting him? Only one player utilised it. Which meant that the one at the back stayed up. I'll just replace it, I guess. If I run we're fucked, surely. I should have power resed with this guy. I should have trusted that guy's plan to power res. The dude that was doing that was the smart one. Because if I'd gone with him, we would have resed the guy and then all 3 of us would have went down state afterwards. But nonetheless, we would have been alright. That's 3 deaths right at the start. Maybe we GG. Or we'll just keep getting the practice in, I guess. This is going to break, so one of us is going to go down. Whoa, did I reflect it? No. Surely not. Yeah, the commander called GG, so. New player wondering if Dagger Ranger is viable. Do you know what the word viable means? The answer is yes. But viable for what? Is it viable for AoE nuking? No. You can go to the wiki and see what the skills are. No, viable doesn't mean good. It means it's capable of dealing with a specific task. In general. It's probably a more concise description people can give you. Viable for solo T4 fractals? No. You got to. I'm telling you to give me more context. I don't know why you're so scared to use dagger if you don't even have any idea what you might use it for. Just have fun with it. You'll see what it's good at and what it's not good at. Right. But if you're asking me whether it's fun, I don't think it's the most fun weapon in the game, but it's pretty cool. If you're asking me about that one specific thing because you're a new player and you like the idea of role-playing with a dagger, then yeah, it will be able to get through stuff. You're not going to be punished for running it or anything like that. It's not particularly great in PvP, but it's viable at silver and gold, which is where the vast majority of all PvPers are, so I mean, can viably score you kills when you 1v1, stuff like that, as a part of a decent build. But I mean, it's not, you're probably not going to go too far with dagger or hand or main. Probably one of the weaker ranger sets for PvP. Oh fuck me. Further away you are from the chopper helicopter, the harder it is to run away from it, obviously. Hello, everyone over there. Alright, to rescue points. Okay, so I'm going to rebound in Earth here. And then what's going to happen is when rebound ends in a couple of seconds, right as this hand leaves, everyone gets AoE Earth Aura. And then we go back into the next Ventari thing. This is good. All 10 up in the next phase. I don't think at all we've been in this situation. So I'm coming here. It's a bit close. I'm sorry about that, guys. Really. But I think it's alright. I kind of want to get rid of Glyph as well, by the way. Got hit by the eye. When I am playing DPS, I'll have to be much more careful about that. Wait, there was only one guy. Oh no, there were two. They were just stacked really close. Kind of weird. One of the things that really throws me off about the eye, honestly, is why is this guy here now? What are you doing? Why? I mean, hold on, how did that happen? We had 4? Oh, I don't know. I guess it makes sense. How wasn't that like that before then? Where did they drop the pillar last time? Okay, someone went down because the buddies never paired up. I think Kato went to an area. I'm going to rebound here preemptively. Because people were a bit low. I think Kato went off to one of the side slices, and then obviously we changed the plan again. We'd moved. We did something kind of random. Alright. Dude, if I could turn off, like, combo telegraphs, I guess this is smart. It'd be really useful. Okay, so I'm safe here, but I don't know whether this is where the whole team's coming. I mean, so for example, here I'm at circle, right? But I'm only at circle because I happened to be here. I didn't like... I'm gonna alpha shock here. And I'm not gonna give my own thing. This is where I really want to give people stab. Yeah, see if you can load shock. Rebound wasn't back up in time. So I'll probably save rebound for this second phase, that rebound technique, because this one's more precarious than the other one. And then we'll do it again here. So that's 10-man aura, and again we'll be safe because we know what the reds look like. Res this guy. Okay, so, and I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. Are we overlapping? So this is the first time I've been playing on this pattern. This is my personal best so far. Oh, that's already damaged. Aren't we gonna get fucked? I will glyph that if I need to. Looks like they got the res anyway. That's the toughest. I mean, it's kind of hard to make this one not look like Swiss cheese. We've got a real problem with where we're all running. Why is no... Like, we're all stacked. Okay, someone just tried to teleport and fail, I think. Or that was lag. One of those. We have to start overlapping more pillars as well. Otherwise, we're not going to get any damage in our... I guess not. I'm really confused because I thought if the pillar looked damaged and 2 people were behind it, then 2 projectiles would come and just finish it off. Yeah, let's overlap. I like that. Why didn't you... Okay, we didn't overlap. Can glyph. I'm line of sighted. Just another reason why I think this early build's not that great. Yeah, we're not going to get through it. Not with permaprot and all these fucking pillars everywhere. That's GG. The majority of people are dead. I really don't understand the logic of some of my pillar friends. Am I missing something about the fight, or are people just sort of having fun painting? It's correct that the damaged pillars only take 1 to destroy, but the pillar you thought was damaged wasn't. But it had like fucking yellow cracks all over it. Is that not the telegraph for being damaged? So in terms of pillar overlapping, you should overlap anytime one person is down. I'm guessing you mean defeated, not down. 1 to 2 people equals 1 overlap. 3 to 4 dead equals 2 overlaps. Oh, there's 2 separate stages of crack. I appreciate that the initial like eye pulse like is wounding them. Why am I being told to go to a different pillar spot now? Because you guys randomly decided to come stand where I've been the whole time. Where do you want me? So I've been doing west every time. That's where I am. I'm west. I moved out slightly quick. I almost did the exact same thing. In fact, if he hadn't done that, I might have walked into him. You never know. So I'll just overlap this one that never broke before. That's not a big deal. Easy enough. Alright, we get a quick phase. That's nice. And tomorrow, when I'm on a more appropriate build, we should get them even quicker. I doubt an entire, like, mechanic quicker, but it's a nice quick earth reflect, and I'm not gonna rebound here. We're just gonna trust that because we've got everyone up, it's gonna go fine. Also, they're nice thick meaty platforms, so could possibly go wrong. Right, so I'm gonna go west again, which is the same fucking place. West. How did he go down? I don't get that. He didn't make a mistake, did he? I don't think I saw a mistake. go here. Yeah, so the first wave has damaged it. Oh, I see. There's like a version of damaged where it looks like an apple core, right? Like that you've bitten into. And at that point, that's when... I can do that, right? Is it possible for me to destroy 2 hexagons at once? I guess not, right? It just takes the average and figures out which one it wants to raise. Here, again, this would be a phase if I was DPS. Instead of doing this whole bit. Okay, so we have 1 death. This is when we need to start overlapping, right then? That's what chat's saying. I just wasted Aftershock at the stupidest time. Well, there are more stupid times. This won't actually do anything, right? The pillars won't... Yeah, okay, good. So here, this one's really simple. Anyone dead can just look at the stream. You just sort of go along the plus signs. Okay. Are we all together? Alright, we are on the wrong side, so... That Aegis is really good. Another reason why Guardian might be nice. I shouldn't have Aftershocked already. Anyway, 9 at this phase is okay. In fact, that's our best yet, isn't it? Okay, after rebound here. Okay, we're staying in the tablet. That's really nice. More reflect. Good heals. Okay. And then careful not to fall. This block should be safe. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to go west again. Yeah, overlap, overlap, overlap. Or not. Yeah, okay, so mine's still up because we never had the 10th player to take the hit because that player's down. So I'll just overlap it. I'll just replace it. Okay, we lost Dark there, but we're still on board to get the next set of hands, in theory. Get the swiftness on the team. Okay, so there we go. We have an apple core there. Might be a bit of a challenge. Oh, he wants to replace the apple. Why have we got 3 players all in the same area now? I think it's because when our pillar runners die, the DPS don't know where the fuck to go, so they just... That's what I'm assuming it is. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay. No. I mean, that was just a miscommunication. We're still going, though, so, I mean, that's fine. 3%, and then we get the next thing. I'm going right out to the edge here. Okay, good. Most of the central platform's good. I don't know why there's this hole. Did we create that hole, or... Like, this is a really easy bit, actually. This makes me very happy. Look at this. This is not really a difficult copter. Okay, we're still alive. Reflect. We went to the circle straight away. Get ready to glyph those guys if they need it. Ooh, I was outside the reflects and blew Gale Song at a useless point. That's not good. I'll go with rebound here. Also not very good. The tank did go down, yeah, but getting through this phase might feel fun. This is where the hands are permanent now, right? That's what people were saying? Yeah, the Ventari is very, very, very strong here. I just need to stand inside the Ventari tablet. Yeah, okay, I'll tank. So I stay here, right? No, I go to the other side. I go to the circle side, I think. It looks like it's not on me. It looks like it's on someone else. That's definitely not me. Ooh. Sorry about this, everyone. Okay, so this one's trickier because... Holy fuck, that was a lot of pressure. Holy fuck. How's he doing that? Alright. Not sure where all the damage was there. I don't see any hands. Okay, so 22%. That's not bad. The hands respawn after you kill them in the phase 1 at a time. Is it DPS? Is it like as the boss hits new thresholds, or is it just a speed thing? Is it like a race thing? Well, hey, getting him to 22 on day 1 is not bad. I'm obviously going to change up what I do. I'll set up my Necro for the next time. But that's it, guys. We're already over 2 hours. We didn't really get to do much because it took us a long time to get set up today. But yeah, I think the fundamentals are kind of in place now. It's kind of like we've, like, figured out the start of the fight, right? And now it'll be just like with the Desmina thing. It'll be the end of the fight is the real fight. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, that was my last run indeed. I want to say it's based on time. I've never seen more than 3, and 3 was with very low DPS. Okay, cool. So thank you guys. No, Darg, that's it. I've got other more important stuff to look at. So yeah, I will be back for another day of this tomorrow. It's been lots of fun. Thank you guys. And I will see you there. So take care, guys. Have a fun evening. That's a nice ending right there. Got to get my Lunar New Year daily as well.